And make sure go on.
We're live.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive! I think. Are we live?
But Mr. Tweetums is still dead.
No. Okay, let me go ahead and just mark that on the Twitters that we are the lives.
We are cuties hunting the lives.
No. Live now. Okay, now let me go on to my page.
Baby shark.
No. So is that other viewer you or is that other viewer me? I can't tell.
I don't know because I actually am on the StreamYard page looking at the comments. I'm not on YouTube anymore. I learned the system.
All right, let's see. Where is my? Okay, where are you? My Okay. Retweet. Retweet.
Now I'm just thinking of Mandark with a speech impediment.
Okay, so we are live. Let me just go ahead and close out my view so that way I'm not the other viewer here. But I mean, like, it's kind of like not a lot of fanfare that we did to announce this episode, but this is episode 9. Hey, say what you mean to say. Here, of course, we're going to be talking about primarily the Heisei Era. Of course, I am your host, 2KROs, joined by me, joined by my co-host, joined by me. Yes, I am the only one here. Joined by my co-host. Y'all know him as Gary, but today apparently he is Lord Heisei, Mr. Gary.
Lord Heisei sama.
Heisei Kamen Rider. So, this episode we're going to be talking about the Heisei Era. You know what happened with Heisei Week 2 from Team Rider, as well as our future plans for broadcasts and stuff like that. So, of course, Heisei Week 2. It was a big celebration of when I say big celebration, it was a celebration of the Heisei Era, but primarily this time around they kind of changed things up. It wasn't like how it was last Heisei Week, where there was a movie premiere at the end, or they had like people talking about each of the shows for like several days. Rather than that, they met with the various vendors who happen to sell these products, such as Muteki Sales, Mega Road, and Toku Lecture, aka
Marcus.
My wallet's existence.
Hey, listen. To be fair, he's the one who gave me almost all the ghost icons except for like Billy the Kid. I think it was like 4 or 5 and Snow. Because you can only get Newton through the special.
You can only get Newton from Surprise. Well, get the candy toys. You can get
No. You can get Newton from the special set with like Drive Type Futures, Key, and Trip Car.
But later on, you can get him through.
Oh yeah,
Gashapon and Candy Toy. He was a special first release kind of deal with the with the Surprise Drive Future, with Type Special, and the Trideron Key. So
he's also like a big reason why I think Kamen Rider is expanding, because he has a really good store. And all right, so I'm gonna pull back the curtain a little bit here, ladies and gentlemen and others. I live in New York, and his entire shipping things, like his entire operation is like 5-6 hours south of me. I've ordered the. I'm just gonna get it. Hold on a second.
Gary has now left the building.
Gary has returned. I pre-ordered Super Mini Vlog Grandma. Fantastic set, by the way.
Talking Sentai on the Heisei episode again.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to promo Marcus.
Any Kamen Rider stuff from Marcus?
Not that I still have. This came out on a Tuesday, and it got on Monday. It got here Tuesday. So the point is, he ships very, very quickly.
Yes.
Anyway, back on topic to Kamen Rider. Yeah, he just makes people spend a lot of money.
I mean, let me see if I move correctly. A lot of that stuff there may have come from him at some point. So
Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I have my DN driver in one of my drawers. That I got from him.
nice. But
Anyway,
yeah, so that was basically how the week happened. Team Rider did kind of, like they had a bunch of sales. Hopefully, some of you guys got into that, like the Sengoku Driver CSM. Both not just the Kota set with Kiwami Orange and Kachidoki, but you also could get like, the Project Arc, individual belts that had just the blank face plate, but you could get it with the silver belt or the yellow belt. Silver belt, I believe, was exclusive to certain like retailers. Yellow belt, I think, was yellow belt or silver belt. One of the two was only released by GameStop. The other was released, excuse me, through their partners. So that was a good way to get it. You could also have gotten. They also had the CSM Cell Metal Collection, the CSM Core Metal Extra, CSM Metal Holder. They had these little cute little panda plushies. Unfortunately, I checked the page this morning and everything is now taken down. But hopefully, you managed to get some good deals on that. I know that the SH Figure Arts Shinkocha Seiho Kamen Rider Black that sold out incredibly quickly. Like it was only $56 compared to the original 90 that they were selling it for. So that was a really good deal. Wow. So whoever got that, congrats on you. I was debating it, but then I said no, and luckily y'all made the decision for me and bought it all up.
See, I would like that figure art. That figure art. I can't talk right now. I'm tired. I would like that figure a lot more if the joints were in rubber.
That was the major issue, and I think one of the detractors of the figure that kind of made people not want to go for it. But then it seemed like that. Yeah, they cleared them out. So
speaking of figure arts, real quick, this is on topic and also off topic. Reggie, what Saber figure arts do you have? There's a reason why I'm asking.
So I have Saber himself, Espada, Blades, and Caliber, Jaku Dragon. Coming out, what came out was Dragonic Knight. That's my buddy Elliot. I've got that packed up for him, ready to go. Then next release is going to be, I believe, Psycho X Swordsman. After that, it's in November. Has Jao Dragon
and
for
Buster.
Caliber, and then Buster in December.
Oh,
yeah.
Because I was going to pre-order that from Marcus, and I'm just like, I can't justify it. Same thing with Segozo.
Yeah, Segozo is also in December.
The reason
the heavy boys, the big boys, the heavy boys, they're in December. Strongmen.
The reason why I'm asking is because people on Twitter the other day were complaining about the new SHF renewal Tiga, and there's like really bad QC on that, and also the whole debacle with Black. So that's why I was asking.
So with Tiga, also not Kamen Rider, but we'll talk about it real quickly, just because I know it's primary. Like unlike Black, who only had the shoulder joints really, and the crotch kind of area have the rubber parts. Tiga's like almost entire midsection is rubber parts. So the unfortunate thing there is that as a toy customizer, I know this because I've messed up a lot with this. Any soft plastic rubbery part paint is more likely to crumble and tear. So that's why people are hoping. There was kind of like a little picture the other day that showed Tiga again, but it looked like it was like a later release day rather than like when it came out. So people are hoping that they're gonna like reconsider and probably make like a Tiga just based off like normal plastic, which would be really helpful. Fortunately, it looks like that the rubber parts are going to come back for Shadow Moon, who comes out in I believe October. So those who want to get Shadow Moon, luckily enough, Shadow Moon does have like a changeable plate or changeable like crotch area, I think. So that way it's solid plastic. But yeah, just be very wary, guys. I mean, if you're like me who takes a lot of pictures and likes to do a lot of poses, just be very cautious when you're working with that.
Yeah. All right. So back on topic with Heisei Week.
Heisei Week also saw the release of Team Rider's jerseys. For $100, you were able to get a Heisei Week Kamen Rider jersey with the Heisei Week 2 logo on it and 50th. And for those, they just had the standard 50 on the back. Like a couple of us were sent like an early copy, but it was customized for us as a gift, kind of for what happened for the last few streams. So like that was kind of a big surprise for us that they were customized, that these were customized, but those weren't. But I kind of understand where they're coming from because there's a lot of people might put some inappropriate things on the back of it, and you kind of don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, Team Kamen Rider, thank you for the jersey. But if you guys managed to get it, they were $100. They meant up to 4XL. These things are very soft and stretchy and like really nice material. So actually feels really cool with this thing. Like I say cool, like not like I live in California, so it's hot, so this is feeling really cool right now. But yeah, that was one of the things they were doing. They also did like a special T-shirt that was designed by an American artist with grease on it, and then one with build on it. People were thinking that that must be like a build announcement. Like, no, I guess it's just they found an artist who did it for them.
Fun fact. As soon as they showed that up in the kickoff panel, I messaged Reggie on Twitter. I was like, "Are they announcing build? Are they announcing build? Dad, what do you know?"
No, sadly, they were not. Like I wasn't actually like I didn't get any notification about any of the panels. I only just knew about the James Gunn interview. That was the only thing I knew about. I won't tell you how, but I knew about that. But yeah, so hopefully next time around, guys. I mean, like I love talking about those guys. I love being on the panels, but yeah, this time around though, you guys got to see Chris, Zach, Jem, Liz, Carl. The usual good gang, the my good friends. So yeah. That was Heisei Week 2. They kind of made announcements that they do plan to attend New York City Comic Con, Anime NYC, as long as restrictions are a little bit better. Obviously we are still in the pandemic, so everybody stay safe. I know if you're vaccinated, still keep the mask on though, because like the variants, like what people do need to understand, and like I'll say this, I'll probably make it flagged by YouTube for saying this, but because you're vaccinated doesn't mean you're 100% safe.
Yeah.
Like vaccines are not equal to cure. So, but still get vaccinated though. It helps your immune system out. It helps people else out. So, oh yeah, hey Peacemaker. Yeah, like I saw your name pop up a lot in like a lot of the panels. Yeah, it was good to see Marcus's face. I knew Marcus's name just because I kept mentioning it, but I never saw his face before.
So quick little backstory. Also, Peacemaker, thank you for always coming on and just like being in the chat. Reggie and I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, thanks, Peacemaker.
So quick little side story about Marcus. This was before he had like an actual website. Like he was like just first starting out with Ghost, and I was looking for a way to get the icons and shit. And I know I just swear, sorry, but I was like, yeah. So I think I could like trust you to like get me a couple icons. I ended up getting, like I said, it's at the top of the show. I got the Ghost Driver from him. I got it was like the Ghost Driver and the what was the Gangan Saber, Reggie?
Ghost's primary weapon?
Yeah.
The Gangan Saber.
I got the Gangan Saber set from him. I got the Gangan Eye. I got the Gangan gun thingy from Spectre. Gangan hand.
Yeah. Gangan style.
I got a lot of stuff from him, and if there's ever anything Tokyo that I want, I just go through him unless it's like a big ticket item like SMPs or other things. But yeah, Mark is just a very good guy.
Very nice, very good guy, and like his customer service is like really excellent. So I'd say like if you guys ever want to order anything from him, do it. He's also like one of the few types of retailers that actually offers deposits. Just be sure to make sure to save for whenever like his items do come out, because like if you buy them like at full price, shipping is already covered by that, so you just it's a one-time pay. But if you do the deposit, you'll it's like usually half of the amount of the item, and then the other half of the amount when the item comes out, plus shipping and taxes. So all your premium Bandai Soto through him. Nice. What's your most recent set that you ordered, Peacemaker?
Yeah. Soto's a line that I refuse to get into because there's too many stickers.
I do like some of the monster figures though. Like I feel like I'm probably gonna backtrack and try to catch. This is not Pokemon. Try to backtrack and get like some of the like little Bugsters. I do have one on my shelf. You can't really see him because like how far back it is. But I do have like one of the little like little chicken head Bugsters.
Yeah.
I want to get a couple of those just because like a perspective shots I could probably have them like surrounding them or something. But
Yeah, I mean, from me, so he said just order the second Mirror Monster set, but just got in the CSM-O's forms.
okay, yeah, like I should backtrack and get those because like we don't have any indication of like figure arts coming out for those CSM for the I call them the lost combos, because Muchakiri we did see like at least with in Memory of Heroes, but the other ones haven't really presented themselves in media. So the fact that they actually made little Soto figures of them though, that's really cool.
Yeah,
That's awesome, man.
yeah. Congrats, Peacemaker. So Reggie, you had that tier maker thing you wanted to bring
Yeah.
up.
So what we wanted to do for this episode is because we're talking all things Heisei. One of the big things that we happen to love is music, and let's face it, the Heisei era had a lot of bangers when it came to music. So what I did was I found a tier. Unfortunately, it does show like some of the Showa era and some of the Reiwa era, as well as just like some like themes. So we're going to be going through and kind of ranking the Heisei era themes. Solo release for the other force, but between two packs, one track now. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good, Peacemaker. If anything, like my buddies and I like to do a lot more on the rocket orders, so I'd probably backtrack from there if they're like already closed, because I'm pretty sure at this point orders are closed.
Reggie, if you ever do Mandarake order, let me know because occasionally I'll browse and I'll be like, hey, I want to get this, I want to get this, I want to get this.
There was a couple of I'm not sure if they're still there though, but there were a couple of drive figure ones that actually went up, like Heart, Gold Drive, Proto Drive, and like very, very good prices. So I'm just like, maybe someday, but like not right now. But yeah, so in this tier rating, we're going to be going off of rather than the full S to F. Let's face it, like none of the Heisei era themes deserve like an F. At the lowest a C. So Gary and I are gonna kind of go through each of the different Heisei era openings. Some of them have had two openings, so we'll also go off those and kind of just puts them in the position where they're going to fit. So I noticed on here we do have like Shinobi and Dragon Knight. We are not going to be including them.
Even though Dragon Knight's a great theme song.
Yeah, we're also not going to be including. I noticed that because like Shin J, like those, like they're technically considered like the lost Heisei era. We're not going to be including those. I haven't really seen Amazon. I know about Amazons, but I haven't really seen it, so I can't really judge the openings for those. But yeah, so we're going to be going, Kuga through Go. So let's start off with Kamen Rider Kuga. Okay, yeah, we're going to be rating these based off of like if I say like, oh, this theme is like an A, but Gary says like, oh, this theme is a C, then we're going to go in the middle and put the opening the ranking. We're gonna put the opening at a B. Like we're gonna average it. So like whatever is like the middle of it. Say like if I do A, B, the average of that is a B plus. We're just gonna move into B. So we're starting off with Kamen Rider Kuga.
Already got demonetized for DMCA.
So, Kuga, we are going to put at. Honestly, Kuga is a decent opening. So I think it's pretty average in my opinion, though. So I'm thinking B. What are you thinking, Gary?
I'm thinking A, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
The vocals are very good, regardless of whether or not you listen to the English version or the Japanese version. The singer whose name currently escapes me just belts it out, and it's always a great song. Like it's like slow at first, and then it hits like a climax and like the second the second
No
series of vocals.
fear, no
No
pain,
pain, no dreaded thing ever does exist. Leave it far behind. Oh, I'm sorry.
So yeah, with A and B, that puts us together at a B plus. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll put Kuga in the B. We'll put Kuga in the B.
Coming this fall, the Fox.
Okay, so Agito.
Agito is a C
Here we
tier for
go,
me.
Kansero, Kamen Rider, Agito. Now,
There
that
is
I
an
would.
English version, Peacemaker. I just learned how to do this, so now we can actually have comments on the screen.
That is awesome, Gary. What did you do?
I pressed the comment. The Peacemaker just said, "Wait, there's an English version." Yes, there is. If you look up Kamen Rider Kuga English version on YouTube, you should be able to find it very easily.
Okay, so Agito, I just put it at a B, so B plus C. That's C.
Yeah.
C plus. So Alive from Yuki.
It's an S.
Oh no, I would actually put it at an A for me.
Okay.
Like, it's a good song, but there are times when like I like it's one of my like top played songs on my phone, but there are times when I feel like another theme is stronger than it. So
Yeah, I mean, I do like how with the TV show, it automatically, like, as soon as you see like a mirror smash, you know the theme song's coming.
yeah. All right, so now we're moving on to Justifies.
Okay.
Psychic Lover.
As well, no, that was Psychic Lover.
I think it was Psychic Lover.
Hold on a second. Let me double check that.
Yeah.
Because I know there was a cover of Justifies that was done by Takumi and Kusaka's actors. Justifies is an opening theme from Fies. It was performed by Issa.
Okay, it wasn't Psychic Lover then. Where did I get Psychic Lover from? What was I thinking of?
Psychic Lover, they do Sentai. Has Psychic Lover done a Rider song?
I have no idea.
I'm going to say Justifies for me is an S tier.
S tier too, as well. Okay, now this is where we're probably going to have a split. Let me try and find where is the actual logo for it on here, because I don't see it. Oh, here.
It's right there next to
Round Zero Blade Brave. So this is our first series that has 2 openings. Yes. I love Round Zero Blade Brave. It is actually, if I look at my top playlist, give me 1 second. I just gotta look at this. Top 25 most played is actually my number 1 most played song on my phone. That's saying a lot. Like that's how it means out. So Round Zero Blade Brave, S tier. Now this is where people are probably gonna get pissed off at me. I don't really care for elements.
I'm the opposite.
So for me, I wouldn't rank it a C though. I'd rank it a B.
I rank it A.
So for that, Elements goes into B tier. Next, we're going into Hibiki, which.
Okay, now I have a question.
We have the instrumental and we have Shonen. So let me see which one is which.
Shonen Yo is the ending. The instrumental is the opening of the first half of Hibiki.
Okay. So what do we put Hibiki at? Because Hibiki, I mean, like, you have the trumpet, the drum. B for me. What do you think, Gary?
Here's the thing. I don't like Hibiki mostly because of TVD on subs. I've tried to watch it several times.
You don't like a series just because of the subs?
No, it's just very hard to get into. But I actually agree with Peacemaker. They prefer the instrumental opening of Hibiki because that would change the lead instrument depending on who got focus.
Okay, because of that fact, that's an A
for me.
Okay, yeah. I'm moving it up to A just because of that fact. Right, so my this surprisingly, everybody, this is my like besides Von Zero Blade, this is actually my number one Kamen Rider Heisei.
Where's Shonen Yo?
Oh, Shonen Yo.
That's a B.
Well, then, yep, yeah. But yeah,
Yes, you don't know why.
next level is one of my absolute favorite Kamen Rider songs. Besides Von Zero Blade.
I'm
So
not
for
a
me,
fan. I'm not a fan of Next Level. So for me, it's a C.
what's S compared to C? S to C. What's the average on there? Because I'd say like C is okay. So let's say S is at 4, right? And C is at 1. So divided by 2, that's 2.5. So that would be a B at that point. B or A. Peacemaker, be the tiebreaker. Which one do you like? What do you think, man? For next level. Come on, Peacemaker. I'm hovering.
Be the one. Be the
No,
one.
that is later, Gary.
Oh.
A. Okay. So he says A. All right. After Kabuto, we have Deno, and we have two
S
different
tier.
versions. Which one?
Both.
Yeah. I mean, they're fun. Like, Comic Shop. I love the variations that they did also for Comic Shop because you have the hip hop remix for whenever Ryotar's breakdances. You have Comic Shop the final, which honestly I love more than the original, especially during like that last part where because you don't say so.
See, I'm gonna be 100% real with you, Reggie. When I first watched Deno, I was not a fan. Then I came back to it about a year later. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna power through this. Deno's actually one of my favorite Rider series.
Okay, so after that we have Break the Chain, Back Beating Hell. Back Beating Hell.
It's C tier. Let me explain why. To me, the singer sounds like he's too nasally.
I like it at an A, so average of that is B.
Okay, I have a soft spot for Journey Through the Decade because Decade was my first Japanese writer.
Mm-hmm.
My first actual foreign writer was Dragon Knight, as per usual. So if I had to say Journey Through the Decade's in S tier.
You gotta love the silky smooth voice of Gact. So, all right, WX.
That's an S tier because it sounds like two different. It sounds like two completely different songs. In one, like what they do with I'm going to just say Sentai real quick with the Lupin Ranger and Pat Ranger intros, where it's like two separate songs combined. I feel like that's kind of the same thing with Double, like the whole two detectives in one, two songs in one.
You got the medals 1, 2, and 3. Life goes on, anything goes. Coming up, boss.
S tier. S tier, then other than the fact that I really like those, I played the trumpet when I was in elementary school, so.
Okay, now we're going into Come On, Switch On. To me, honestly, Switch On is a B. Like,
just see, I don't like Anna Tsuchiya.
Okay. So, C. Let's see. After that is Life is Showtime.
It's an S tier for me. Actually, no, sorry, A tier. I'll tell you why. When that song first came out, that's all I listened to.
Averaged out. Sorry, it's a B for me.
That's fair.
But don't worry. Average of A and B is B plus. So. Okay, Life is Showtime. So after that is Don't Say No, Just Say More. Don't Say No.
That's an S tier for me, mostly because I really like the vocals.
A. I'm sorry. It's just like
No, dude. Hey, listen. You don't.
この争いを終わり。Okay, now we gotta agree this, right?
No.
Really?
See.
C for you?
Yeah.
Okay, now we can see it.
Here's the
It's
thing.
got
For
to be.
me, Drive represents a time where I was like, I don't know if I want to keep watching Kamen Rider. I watched the first 2 episodes of the Drive as it was airing. I'm like, I can't do this. The show is terrible.
Okay, after Surprise Drive is where's Ghost at? What's supposed to be Ghost?
Ghost is next to yeah. There's Ghost.
涙が溢れるのは君がそばに思えるから Just based off me like being like just
it's a low A, high B.
But I think of it as A, so that would put it back into D. Excite. あれはの私につながあれはの知らなくない異国に Why
S tier.
No one's around.
Daichi Miura can sing like it's nobody's business, and he's great.
Okay, after that is Be the One.
Yes.
It's kind of
Reggie, because Reggie, you know I love you, but if you put Be the One at less than an S tier, I was like I'm done.
Okay.
This is C.
You so bad to be. So that was it for Heisei Era themes. Hopefully I put the right pictures for each one. But I'll probably just type this up like in a little like notes later. So let me just save it down. Oh, whoops, not open photos. Save and download. Let me stop the share. Stop sharing. Just in case.
Oh lordy.
Anything to pop up that shouldn't have popped up. So but yeah. So that was it for our rating for Heisei Era theme songs. Now, I think that what we should definitely talk about is, of course, Heisei Era. What was our first foray into the Heisei Era? Like what was like? I mean, like obviously, we both kind of know our favorite series. I mean, Peacemaker. You've been on enough episodes to know which series we both love. So we'll skip that. We'll just talk about the first foray into the Heisei Era. I guess first Heisei Era merchandise, if we happen to purchase any. And then let's just go with that. And if anything, like we could talk like also like ensemble casts, if anything, like not just the writers. Let's talk about like who we ideally like in each, or like which supporting characters happen to be your favorite kind of deal.
So, okay, so like for Hibiki and Drive through Build, I got nothing to say.
Hibiki through Drive and Build.
And well, Hibiki, Kabuto, Kiva, I have nothing, and then Drive through Build because I haven't seen the series through to completion.
Okay, so let me see. First foray into the Heisei Era for me was I moved to Japan right when Agito was finishing, Yuki was starting, but I didn't actually watch any of the series up until I saw like I think Hibiki up on TV at that point. So I was like, I didn't even know what Kamen Rider was. I didn't know what the show was. I was just like, okay, these guys transform and they fight these giant ass monsters. It's like Power Rangers. Then the next year was Kabuto, and then I was just like, yes, this is cool. And then right before I left Japan was Den-O, and I absolutely loved it so much that my actual first ever like roleplay weapon / item was the Dengasher, and I still have it. The only issue is that like I think at some point some epoxy got on it, so it did melt the sides of it. So I still have it, but yeah, it's just like if you look at the little thing to put it into the holster, like the little like kind of not really a peg, but It's got like this little like oblong shape to like slide it in. It's it's melted. So
Yeah. For me, my first foray was Decade / Dragon Knight. Um, so there's really no story there. Just this is, but imagine this: people uploaded subs to YouTube, and that's how I watched Kamen Rider. And then I found out that Overtime was an actual site where you can just download them. So starting from Forza, it was like, yeah, just download them. The first piece of like merchandise that I had for Heisei Rider, Legend Rider Series Kabuto,
mm-hmm.
which I no longer have, so I flipped it for $100. It's like the only Heisei Rider item I have now is my O's figure art, and I have in my drawer my DN driver.
Nice.
Because reasons. Oh, also I have an SIC blade, like Kiwami Tamashi.
Nice. The little guy.
I'm never opening him up. He looks great next to my Furbus.
I mean, as you guys can see, like in my background, a lot of figure arts over the years. My very first figure art was, of course, the O's Tataba combo. It's actually down over here rather than up there, just because of space. Because I had like all my like primarily the top shelf is all.
Yeah.
If I can, top shelf is all Heisei from Kuga through Drive. I managed to find spots to fit in the end Beast and Chaser yesterday because originally I did not have them on that shelf. They were on a separate shelf. Bottom shelf or second shelf, which I'm still in progress of putting up all the little. I was telling Gary earlier, I'm putting up all these little guys just floating in the background because they can't really stand with their stands to fit on the shelf itself. But yeah, that's Ghost, Xade, and Build. And at the very bottom is GO01 and Saber. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with that stuff. So, of course, like I collect like the drivers a lot too. At this point, the only Heisei, like the only post-Decade Heisei era belts I'm missing are, well, actually, it's just the Wizard driver for the main one, like for the main riders, because I had it at one point, but I sold it for my Sengoku driver, and then I sold my Sengoku driver to afford the CSM Sengoku driver. So.
And then we have a feature comment from Peacemaker. My first show was double because of Vangelis reviews of figure art Skull Joker on Redacted website. Binging 4 episodes a day on a website that wouldn't let me watch more than that. Yeah, fun fact. Vangelis got me interested in figure art and why was it Vanguard? And Rider also, but also what got me really, I think, a lot more into it was you had like toy reviewers who normally don't cover like Toku stuff, like Pia, and like he was a major factor in me getting back into Kamen Rider or further into Kamen Rider. And like you had people like KRX50 who also had, the wonderful reviewing talents to review and like actually get views. Like, but and then like this was a couple of years ago. There's a Transformer reviewer on YouTube named JT Mitchell 87. He started reviewing Gaim. I'm like, so we're gonna get more people into this Kamen Rider fandom, and I'm excited.
Yeah. So let me go ahead and send this out to people. See if we can get some more people watching. Let me just send this over to some of our buddies. So, but yeah, with the Heisei era, like there's a lot of things that are coming out. So let's do a little bit of a merch push right now, just so you guys know. Yeah, upcoming in terms of Heisei era, like merchandise. We do have upcoming the Legend Rider series Kuga belt, only $35. You can get this at any retailer. GameStop does take pre-orders. You can put down $5 to pre-order it from there. Now a sponsor, which they were. But let me actually go ahead and pull out that page. Yeah, Gary, do you recall any other upcoming nice little Heisei items that are coming out?
Uh, hmm. I feel like this is a tease for something, but I legitimately don't know. Um, Other than the fact that we got news about the Futo PI adaptation, no, as far as I know off the top of my head.
So Futopi I, they did mention like that there is a plan for if they do happen to go to any of those conventions, like kind of do a panel with Funimation and Tokusatsu.
Yeah.
We'll just have to see.
Oh
Um,
wait, Peacemaker says Chronicle One Ryuki comes out Tuesday, so that's Ryuki, Scissors, Zolda, and Knight, right?
I believe so. So yeah, this is what I was talking about. This is on Tokoliko's website. It's 42 on here for the full. Likely, the price
Oh
plus
yeah,
shipping.
I forgot about the Legend Rider belts.
Yeah, so of course they did Kuga, the Typhoon. Um, so like with Kuga, it's because originally the original Legend Rider series version of Kuga, the lever was like out to here, that big. Here it's just like a simple small lever that's hidden. So it
Yeah,
cycles through. So you know how they have like the little like circle gear LED in the middle. They actually it circles through. So when you did the first time, it'll do like the normal Mighty Henshin, then it'll do the Dragon, the Pegasus, and then Titan. And like it'll also play the sounds that go along with it. So like how Titans are like rather than like the like that. So that's a cool thing about that. Yeah, Tokyo was really nice guy, really great shot. So, let's go ahead and go off the website. Just pull up what is coming out, so you can find
did
where
you
there is.
want? I know this is Heisei, like, but did you want to talk about the revised like toy listings for the first like wave?
Uh, Not really.
Okay.
Well, we can get to it later. Um, Darn it, where is his release calendar? Huh, thought I knew it, but I guess I don't. Well, I guess that we can talk about it then. So,
Yeah. Look at all those
okay.
stamps.
Yeah, and oh yeah, there was another thing that's coming out is the Vital Brace. Like it's the like the Digimon one, and like the Ultraman one you
Hmm.
see down there. There's a Vital Brace which will allow you to, kind of like almost like the Tamagotchis, raise their own Kamen Rider. The original one that comes out is the one that comes with Ichigo. So you're working with the Showa Riders, but you can get like the Kuga BBM card to load Kuga in there. Then you can get 01, and you can get um, Horobi. You can get those to probably load those riders in there. Okay,
Hmm.
release schedule is at the bottom. All right. There we go. Release calendar. So upcoming this month, as soon as this thing load. Okay, they did it like this. So yeah, you're right. The Soto Chronicle Yuki set will come out. Uh, Kamen Rider Omagio, the second release of it. I knew this already though. The 19th of Japan, 19th of August in Japan. So Omagio is very special because it's like one of the few Kamen Rider figure arts that actually got a re-release in recent years, like as Premium Bandai. Like the only other Kamen Riders that had like a re-release, not a second wave release like most of the other ones do. But yeah, this is the only one I can think of right now that's had a re-release. Um, that was Premium Bandai originally. Like, of course, we did see the double, and of course the Geo 01 and 01 and Kuga 50th anniversary re-releases, but like the double was event exclusive, but then like they did put it up, but like for I guess a lottery type deal, for Shikocho Seiho Kamen Rider Devil Cycle Joker. Same thing with the GO, and then Kuga and 01 are retail. Kuga coming out, I believe. Uh, I believe Kuga's in November. because Ichigo's in October, Sakuga's in November, and then 01's in December. So let's see what else. So you have here is Drag Rider and Darkwing set, as well as Volcancer and Magnum Gaiga. And that's not anything for us. Dark Kiva, Dark Kiva is the very end of the month. So,
and then Emperor Kiva is Emperor Kiva.
No, Emperor Kiva is in November, and that's Premium Bandai.
Of course, so, it is.
Dark Kiva came out first.
So many items on Toku Collectibles I really want to buy, but unfortunately I can't. Like, I want to buy the gear Tolinger.
This thing.
Oh.
But yeah, that's Sentai. But yeah, guys, like Toku Collector, really great website. I've used them for like 7 years now. So if you guys ever want to consider ordering, what's up, RJ? You can go ahead and go from here. But yeah, with the Heisei Era, already over at this point, we're in Reiwa. So I guess we will just briefly talk. Revice is coming out. These stamps are all reflective of the different. Or some of the Heisei writers, there's influence. It's not like direct influence, because if I read correctly, writers technically don't exist in this world. They're actually, supposed to be like a TV show, just like how it is in the generations forever. So, like a lot of the stamps that Revice or Revi uses are based off of different writers. So, as you can see here in this set. You have the eagle and double, or the eagle stamp, which is like double. Over here you have the fox, or I guess it says jackal. Oh, that was fox. Huh. But this one's Xaid based. You have mammoth, which is Deno based. Pterodactyl, which is Fies based. Lion, which is Kuga. Kong, which is Forze. Forze's 10th year anniversary is this year. Hopefully we see something cool with that. But let's just click on one of these. Oh, okay. They don't show the packaging picture, because the packaging picture does show the forms. I mean, this one does though, but look at that. Look at that. How they went about doing it. I love that. The fact that they kept, Revi's primary colors are purple, pink, and blue, so it's tailored for me. And then here, you do get the switch up of like the half becomes purple,
Yeah. I'll say this much also though. I'm really looking forward to watching Revice. What's it called? They had the press conference a couple weeks ago. We had the whole story pretty much. Igarashi, great name by the way. Works at his family's bathhouse, but he's forced into a confrontation with his own inner devil vice, while also a magazine. A deal between the two allows him to use the Revice driver to become Kamen Rider Revi and Kamen Rider Vice. Together they will work with Phoenix, spelled like a Phoenix cosplay on Instagram, a friend of mine instead of actual Phoenix, to stop the Dead Man's cult. And I said this before, I said this 2 weeks ago, and I'll say it again. I really, really wish their base was called Dead Man Wonderland.
Oh, that's weird. Why are they showing pictures of it with Kuga? Oh, this one has it with Kuga. Okay. The ones that you can find online, they pair it with Ichigo. So that's weird that this one says Kuga. Gaim is Mantis and Brachio is Geo.
Peacemaker says if you have seen RB and Ultraman Rube, there's a lot of comparisons you can make, which might says something about the Science Guy. Fun fact, I own that on Blu-ray and I have not watched it yet.
Okay, this one's the virtual brace, or this Vital Brace is the official release version, and then they have the 50th release version, which.
Also, Justin says spelled like famous luchador Phoenix. I don't watch luchadors. Oh, actually, Justin, while you're here, I pre-ordered Ultraman. I have Ultraman X now. I have not watched Orb yet, so I guess you're coming for my job.
I'll send in the paperwork. Okay, so another big thing that came out was Premium Bandai, Kuga, and Tiger Artiga are the retail. Okay, that makes sense. So of course we have another thing that's not Heisei, but it was finally revealed: the CSM Typhoon 50th Anniversary Memorial Set. Holy crap! This thing is yeah, so
Those are a lot of fun stuff. $500.
yes. So as you can see here, it comes unlike their CSM belts, which just have like the additional like plastic with the kind of like the strap that has like the additional connector, or like not additional connector, but the longer connector. Yeah, Dresden, you are. You have to catch up on Geo, man. You have to catch up on Geo. That's the next
I'm gonna
episode.
try.
Do it. I can't have the episode if nobody's watched Geo. Okay, so let's show. Now I know how to do it too. But yeah, as you can see here, like rather than have like the addition, like on the buckles having that like longer like kind of pull out strap that has a little clip on the end, this is actually like a full on leather belt. So, and it also has like a little motion sensor within it, so it can detect which rider you're posing as. So you have Ichigo, or you can do Nigo's henshin. Like it'll react to that. So that's what's really cool. Of course, you have these little faux gems on here. People were thinking, oh, it's real gems. That's why the price is high up. Nope, it's actually faux. I just hated it. Let's go. That's hilarious. That's hilarious, Gary.
Oh lordy. Well,
Yeah. So like, yeah, like I said, it has like low motion sensors built into it. Like it has that little shutter effect for Nigo. These are like little gems. I guess these are kind of how you differentiate between the two riders. I guess you switch it out. It has a special 50th anniversary complete selection modification themed Daiza, which slide out parts. You can mark it as Ichigo, and which one is Nigo. So that's why you see up here different ones. Okay, yeah. So it comes with the additional gems to swap out, so you can be whichever rider you have. This little Rider Club emblem and a scarf. It comes with this. It comes with
of course,
scarf.
because everyone knows that Ichigo's true power comes from the scarf.
Yeah, so that's what's really cool about this, guys. Is if yeah, as you can see, U.S. release. I really hope that this is just because it's a memorial set that they eventually
Yeah.
do just release it as just the belt itself, because like a lot of people would go for that. I mean, I went ahead and just pre-ordered the Legend Rider version of it, so just alone with the little lever. So, but yeah,
I
this thing
mean,
is really pricey.
so I want to go off on a little bit of a tangent while we're discussing the CSM Ichigo stuff. I think
Okay.
I think it's a great idea. If you're a hardcore fan of Ichigo or Nigo, you can grab this. I have a general question though. How is the secondary market for CSMs normally?
It really depends on the system itself. Like you can see some of them like just staying in that same price range, or like dropping drastically. Like,
Yeah,
well, for say example, like accessory wise, Tutslot, from Kiva, his original pricing, if you found it like in America, it'd be like 120 something, 125. A lot of times I see on Ami Ami him going for like 6,000, so like almost half the price,
yeah.
or actually more than half the price reduced. So let me see what other cool little Heisei related things are on here. Hey, you should go with Heisei, but come on, he's a grandpa. He stares all the time. Oh yeah, the Vyuki Henshin sneakers are coming out too.
You know, it's coming
Which
out.
I am like full on mad though that they're releasing these and they can go up to my shoe size, but they are not going to re-release the O's ones in my shoe size.
See, I'm kind of mad because if they did blade shoes in like a US size 13, I'd buy those in a heartbeat. Because I love blade,
Yeah, they only went up to 10.5 right now, and
and
that's only for Yuki right now. Like they have not made any indication that they're going to do the same thing for the others.
I have like ginormous like mutant feet.
Of course, yeah, the
Let's see.
Tamagotchis. They
The
have like
Tamag-
one. The Tamagotchis. That's like so. If you're looking at this page, guys, this is primarily the deposit price usually. That's listed on here, so that's a good thing.
Shadow Super Guy Ranger. I thought those came out already. I want those Zetsumer. Here's the thing: I have not watched the President's movie with Kamen Rider Zaya, but I really, really want those.
Samurai keys.
Yeah.
Superhero Senki, Shoto Yuki.
How much is that Genocider set?
The actual price of it,
When's it out?
going to this December.
So,
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is that and it's funny is I think that Team Bandai always releases like a lot of stuff during Christmas time. Like last year, they did Izu and Shouta in December, I believe.
yeah.
So I was just like, ugh. And this year they have Buster and Sagozo and the Mobiris and
I mean, because I've said it before and I'll
'cause-
say it again. I have weddings. I can't. I have to adult.
yeah, there's like just so much cool stuff that's coming out.
To-
But yeah. So guys, oh yeah, Zaya's and Metsubo Jinrai movie, not the Presidents. Presidents is just Black Thouser. Thouser having been corrupted by Gen. Because like in that, long story short, Gen somehow Kuroto like the virus again and manifests himself through Guy. I think it's just an effort to market that those two actors are like the meme worthy characters in those shows. So, but yeah, that's kind of how it went. Is yeah, guys, like Heisei Week 2. So yeah, in terms of our broadcast schedule, as Gary may have mentioned, like he has a couple weddings that are coming up that to go to. Our plan is that in 2 weeks, probably like in the same time frame of like a Saturday. So this case would be actually not really 2 weeks, but at this point we're like less than 2 weeks, like not this Saturday, but next Saturday.
13 days from now, it's Geo time.
Yeah, so we'll be talking
you,
Kamen Rider Geo.
you see what I did there? I said Geo time.
Justin, where's your resume? But yeah, so on the 21st is when we are going to be talking Kamen Rider Geo. I'm hoping to get a special guest for that. We'll see how that goes. At the same time, the following week after, depending on if either of our families are deciding to go out for like Labor Day weekend, that is technically Forzay's anniversary weekend. So we'll see how things go. And then the 18th, I think we'll continue back on to our regularly scheduled, kind of Kamen Rider discussions. Gary, you were on build. You already finished build, right? At this point,
I finished build.
Okay, so we'll talk build on the 18th if things work well.
Something just dawned on me. We actually have a listener question that we never got to.
Oh, we did. Yay!
Yes.
What's our listener question?
Oh, hold on. This is from the average Gatsby at Viraj Gatsby on Twitter. What was your least favorite ending when compared to the beginning of a show from the Heisei era and vice versa? Not what show you like the least, but specifically the biggest letdown or come up. Deno, like I didn't like it at the beginning. Then as more and more I watched it, I was like, the show's really Reggie. That actually is really Reggie.
Yeah, you did. I was just like, wait a minute.
Damn it! It's really rad. I like the suit. I like the story. And the only thing I can say about Deno is I don't like Kai. That's the point.
I think that Kai is one of the weaker, main villain characters. I mean, you don't really introduce him until like way later into the series. He literally starts off at the dance contest against Utaros, and you find out that he kind of is the one who kind of sent Utaros into there, but he's just like not really. Yeah, he's not that memorable of a villain. Like the only thing really memorable is his name at that point. I mean, like the Death Imagine was cool, but yeah, it would have been cool to see like
Deno's ending is good because Gary holds from an orb.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah. Let's see. Favorite ending when compared to the beginning of the show. Down. Yeah, not really. a letdown, but just raised further questions, I would say would be Kiva's ending, just because, like, yeah, we end with the wedding, right? That's all I had to do is just end with the wedding, and all of a sudden in comes Wataru's son from the future who looks like his dad, and then they're fighting Neofangyre, which look like aliens, and it's like, what is, huh? And then, immediately after that, we get the sweet looking kick at the end of the episode, and everybody jumping up and doing that, like, rider kick. But then it's like, wait, what happens here? What happens next? Like, why? And then Decade. And then when you see Wataru again in Decade, it's like, he's like this, like, it kind of seems like he's like in a kind of godlike position at that point, or like, so I was like, wait, what's going, huh? So
Yeah.
it's just that's not disappointing. It's just a really weird ending for a show about like vampires and like family relationship and stuff like that. It's like, hey, the Neofungi are here, and like, Vive la France. I don't know. Like, I'm thinking of Kung Pao, that movie where, like, for some reason the aliens were French.
I've never seen that movie.
You need to correct that. But yeah, so guys, I guess that was our only Heisei Era related question. So yeah, just tune in next time, guys. Like I said, we're gonna be talking Kamen Rider GO on the 18th. Not 18th, 21st.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of September already. September is gonna be, if nothing happens on the 4th, like if nothing happens on Labor Day weekend, that on the 4th we will be talking. Just we'll do like a little 4th celebration for that that day. If not, if we don't, then it'll be on the 11th, and then we'll just continue on with the 18th as being the episode for build discussion. So, guys, it's been great talking to all of y'all. I mean, hopefully, next time around we have a little bit more of a streamlined process. Today was kind of just a reflection. Plus, because we haven't really had much time to, not really much that was going on. Essentially, I mean, most of the time, like I was just like setting up my room here, and then Gary's been working. So, yeah, everybody, we'll catch y'all later.
Peace out, Tribe Scouts.